Hey everybody, it's Kayak Cliff. Greetings from Homosassa River, Homosassa Springs, Florida. I'm out in the 13 Boston Whaler today. I got the Sea Eagle longboard paddleboard here in the back. I think I'll do a little paddleboarding as well. But I got my dad and I got Sally with me here today, and we're just going to explore around and check out Monkey Island. And we're going to check out Monkey Island, hopefully get up to the spring head on a paddleboard, and I've never been up here. You know, we might even make it out to the Gulf of Mexico. So come along with us today. We're going to check this place out.
This video made possible by Sea Eagle, inflatable kayaks, canoes, boards, and watercraft. Kayak, high-performance packable touring kayaks. Astral, high-performance PFDs and water footwear. Shelta, the best sun hats available, period. Helinox, quality, ultralight camping furniture. Nutsack, classic, quality, masculine, everyday carry bags. Brompton, the iconic, quality British folding bike. Thank you for purchasing off my affiliate links. They make this channel possible.
Okay, I think there's several boat ramps around here, but what I found was probably the best is this River Haven Marina. They got a launch for 30-foot boats, and it's a real deep launch. Matter of fact, they got a sign here. It says ramp drops off beyond this point, and it does drop off. It drops off 12 feet, they said. But you can put up to I think it's 30-foot boat you can launch from this thing. So with this little 13-footer, I had no problem. But River Haven Marina, check it out. Unique attractions with Homosassa Springs and Homosassa River is you got a place called Monkey Island. What is Monkey Island? Well, it's I looked up some stuff online. A little island out here in the front. If you go back 50, 60 years, there was a wildlife attraction at one time, and invariably when you have those attractions, they kind of close them up and leave, but leave the animals. And I think that's what they did with the monkeys. May not be totally sure, but this is a legit island with, I read, I think like 6 or 7 primates. They got an air-conditioned house up there. They have video camera surveillance. I mean, this place is set up better than my house in Texas. They have a lighthouse. It's sometime in the afternoon hours here in May, and I think they might be taking a nap. They're in the air conditioning, but we're going to come back and forth by this thing quite a bit, and as the afternoon progresses, I think we'll see some monkeys. But that's kind of unique, and I guess they just stay here on the island. And they got the monkey bar right across it. They swim over and grab a beer. But I guess you can get pretty close. Here's people in this pontoon boat. So this is Monkey Island. Oh, and there's their boat, the SS Primate. The SS Primate. Oh, there's one up on the porch. You know, one of the things I noticed initially about Homosassa is it's really built up, but just tons of bars and restaurants you can pull up to, and a lot of houses. It's not overly touristy. It's it's quite a neat place. And if you have a small boat, hitch it up to the trailer and go out and explore places like this, or a kayak or whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna try to paddleboard later, but get out and explore the places. And that's what I love about this little 13-foot Boston Whaler. I can hitch it up and go anywhere with it, like I did from Texas. Going boating in the same lake or the same bay every day of your life, it's like eating dinner, the same thing for dinner every night. Uh, Getting out and exploring new things, that's what it's all about. So pretty cool. But I have my Garmin with me right now, which is telling me the depth. I normally have all the lakes loaded in it, but I don't have saltwater loaded in it. So I'm using the Savvy Navi app on my phone, and that's given me, all the other navigation coordinates that I need. It's kind of like having Apple Maps or Google Maps on your phone, but for water. And we got some manatees here. Right down here to my left, you see one down. And then there's a whole pod of about 4 of them right over here to my right. And hopefully from this aerial view, you can get a good seat. This one's coming right at us. Look at, he's going to surface right here on my left. Coming right up here. Isn't that cool? These are the whales of the springs. They are herbivores. They just feast on grass. And a lot of people call them sea cows. But this one is probably about 8 feet. And there was one over there that was about 12 feet. So, yeah, hopefully from this aerial you can see it really well. He's right under my engine now. And of course the engine is off. Real important in these areas to go very slow and give them the opportunity to get out of the way. A lot of these manatees have prop scars on them. Hey there, look at that. He's coming up to say hi. Here, we'll go. Okay, he's coming up for some more air. Smile. Hi there, buddy. Hi. And of course, they're mammals. They're like a whale or a dolphin. They need oxygen. But these manatees, they flock to these springs in the winter. Once the temperature in the bays get below 68 degrees, they can't survive. Much below 60 degrees, they come up to the springs where the temperature is a constant 72 degrees, and even in the winter. Here you can tell we're getting closer to the spring head. It just keeps getting clearer and clearer. I'm in 4.7 feet of water right now, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. The water temperature is 75.9 degrees. It's just dropped a degree. As we get closer to the spring head, you'll get down to 72 degrees, which is the year-round temperature. Regardless of how cold it is in the winter or how hot it is in the summer. I remember as a kid, we'd jump in these springs in the summer and you felt like an ice cube. But you get in these in the winter and it feels like a hot tub. So here we're getting up real close to the spring head. And up to the left of my port side, you can see it's pretty much screened off and you can't go any further maybe. I'll check it out more, but from November 15th to March 31st, you can't go beyond these markers that are here. But and that's because it's winter, and that's because the manatees are just stacked up on top of each other back here. But right now, you know, from April 1 to November 14th, we can go a little bit further. So let's move on. Look at the clarity here. Hopefully from this vantage point you can see how clear it is here. This is, oh, there's manatee. No, is that a rock? That's manatee. See the prop scars on it, the white marks? Yeah, right up here, right in front of my bow, there's a manatee, and that's what I was talking about. You got 2 or 3 of them there. One's coming up for air right now. The other one, you can see the white prop scars on it, and that's why you want to be real careful in these areas. And there it is, right there. I'm getting a picture. You can see him coming right under the bow of my boat. And come back here. There we go. That's mother and child right there, and she's got to be a good 12 feet long or more. We're getting up to some markers here. It just says no entry all year round, and manatee zone behind that. So they stack in thick there year round. And you see a fence up there and a little bridge. I can't really get on the paddleboard and get any farther than I am today. So I'm just drifting in here as far as I can get. And again, let all you see how clear and beautiful this is. And man, this Boston Whaler just makes it so easy to get in and experience places like this. But you can get out in the Gulf with it as well. It can take big water as very, very, very well. But we're just going to drift a little bit more here. Just look at the clarity of that water. Okay, I better start backing up. Now, back beyond that little bridge with the fence on it that I was talking about, back beyond that is the park here. And there's a state park beyond there, and they have kind of like a wildlife zoo of all the different animals that you can see here in Florida. But there's one that you don't normally see in Florida, and that's a hippopotamus. They have a hippopotamus back there named Lou, and he is 64 years old. And he has been, well, he's been there for a very long time. Back 50 years ago, I was reading, he used to be in Hollywood movies, and when he wasn't filming, he was living in Homosassa Springs. And then when the state park bought this area, State Park System of Florida, they kept Lou. So Lou's back there. I was hoping I'd be able to see Lou on this trip, but if you come through here, go into the park there and check it out. Okay, we got the Sea Eagle Longboard 11. And I tell you, the beauty of these things, you just roll them up nice and small, put them in your boat, and when you get to a place that you want to do a little paddle boarding, just hook up the Sea Eagle Mega Pump, and you're off and running within 5 minutes. So that's what we're doing right now.
Sally wanted to try out the paddleboard, and let me just say, she is 82 years young, and she hopped right on that paddleboard right off the side of my Whaler, hopped up on her knees and paddled it like a pro. I think if she had another 30 minutes, she would have been standing and paddleboarding as well, because she thought it was an extremely stable paddleboard, and obviously it is with a first-time paddler. Great job, Sally.
Yeah, so we just came back to Monkey Island. It's later in the afternoon, and bingo, they're out. They're swinging on the ropes, and one of them ran inside, and the other one swung on the rope, going inside with her. So, little monkey business. But they're pretty cool. I don't know what kind of monkeys you call them, but yeah, they just appear to stay here on the island, and why wouldn't you stay on the island with the digs that they have? Boy, navigating this river, it's about 6 miles, 6.5 miles from the spring head out to the Gulf. And the you need to navigate it. Red right return, coming back in, and follow your markers properly getting out here, because you could get yourself in some trouble with some rocks. But pretty nice adventuring out past the town into the rural areas. Well, this is truly what they call the nature coast of Florida. It's from like Chassahowitzah River up to, I don't know, Cedar Key area. But this is just solid nature. There's a crow that just went by us. Solid nature up here. You're not going to get a lot of beaches or anything out here. It's more sportsman's paradise type area. But great area to explore. And I think up above the nature coast, you have the Big Bend coast, or Big Bend area, which is that big arcing bend around the panhandle of Florida. Okay, we're out here at the mouth of the Homosassa River, and what you see in front of you is the Gulf wide open. You still see some islands out here in the distance, and this is just beautiful country out here. Absolutely gorgeous. But I just wanted to get out here and see it. Lots of boat traffic coming in and out. Lots of sportsmen coming out from a day out on fishing. But we're going to head back up the Homosassa back to our takeout point. Maybe stop by Monkey Island one more time. I don't know. Anyway, stick with us. Boy, look up here in front of us. You have two houses at the mouth of the Homosassa River, and boy, these houses get the brunt of the hurricanes. And in the last 5 years, these houses have seen some hurricanes. It really looks like they've seen some hurricanes too. But I wouldn't want to be out here in a hurricane. The big fella. So hey, I want to thank you for coming along on today's adventure on the Homosassa River. Come out and check it out. Thanks for coming with my dad and me and Sally here. Hope you find it as a place that you want to come out and enjoy. Hit subscribe, follow my channel, hit that like button for the video, and check out kayakcliff.com. Again, kayakcliff.com. I have all the links for the products that I use, including that Sea Eagle paddleboard and these awesome Shelta hats and sun protection apparel, the best that I've ever used. And I'll also put, just outside of my website, I'll put your affiliate links in the description box as well. Yeah, I don't charge for my videos at all. All that supports this channel is you clicking on those affiliate links and purchasing off those affiliate links. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it's what fully supports this channel and makes these videos possible. So again, thanks for coming, and hope to see you out on the water. God's blessings to you and your families. Adios.